Hello and welcome to this Factorio stream. As you see, I'm standing in the middle of somewhat of a mall in the Pyanodons mod. And today's work will be about getting more of that iron ore from, I guess, just some kinds of mushrooms. And I also will hope to get coal and stone from that process, maybe even copper somehow. Yeah, and these three machines are new on this mall, and I will try to use them to make these weird mushrooms, Favoge or whatever they are called. Still need some stuff here to make this happen. And I guess I could just build a splitter there to get these two resources over. And then I still need soil and wood. I hope that's available here somewhere. I know that there's wood. I wonder where this is going from here. I think it's just going on this belt. It's sad that I can't really see much behind this big factory. Okay, the belt seems to go this way. And I guess there's nothing behind that. I might be able to make use of this fact. And just take the wood from there. So now I have wood, and I also need soil, which is here. I might just slither this through here. Don't really know how I will do this now, or whether I maybe just try to use both belts alone. So I might still have one belt go this way and another come from somewhere else to go like this. How much does it need? It needs 100 wood and 100 soil, so that is really motivating me to have one full belt for each resource. Just probably not through here. So we'll have to go the long way around. And I need to make sure not to collide with anything here. Don't know why this is still there. Okay, now I'm a bit further. I might just do it like this. Okay, and then I just have to bring wood and soil over there. And then I should have these machines. Just need to put a chest there. And some inserters, of course, for the soil. If you're wondering where these sounds come from, don't feel this bad. It's probably these nice little animals or whatever they are. I guess they're called rogues. And they are making some cocoons. And I think sometimes there should even be some around here. But they're out of cages, which is sad that I have to put them in cages, I guess. But now this machine doesn't work. But at least there are now 27 of them in the chest. And that means I can make this process a bit quicker. I wonder whether I can see how many there are, or change the amount of animals in the animation. I guess it doesn't change the animation. It only changes the speed of how fast this factory goes. The crafting speed is 0.7 and it's increased by 250% from what it was usually. So I already have one of these plantations. I still need engine units over here. I wonder if I have some of them somewhere around here. I guess I will just look at the bus, or maybe right here. There are some engine units coming through, and they need to get to this place. I think I can do this. Okay. Now just go around this. And then I should have these engines there. Just one problem is that I don't yet have any place for a chest. I have to think where I put this. Maybe I will just remove one belt here. And then I will use a storage chest. And of course limit it. So now I have these spore collectors. I have now 10 in my inventory. I might get some more gasifiers just like that. Don't really know if I need them right now, but also they are stack size 5, so I'll just keep 5 for me. And I'll just wait, I guess, until more of these are produced. And I might try to figure out if I could make more soil. It's just made from water, but of course these machines don't have full electricity all the time. But also I guess they might just need more inserters to deal with the output. So hopefully now more soil is getting out. Might always keep a full stack of soil in my inventory for certain machines that I might have to craft. But of course it would be nice to make even more of those machines on this mall. Now I just have to think about where exactly I want to build these mushroom plantations. I have sort of a ring around my base with forest trees and moss. What are they called? Moss farms. In between there are some of these wood processing units to make wood out of these logs that come from these forest trees, I guess. Of course my factory is a big mess because there are so many resources going around and being produced in so many places. These are some compost plants trying to get rid of an excess tar. I guess they are not quick enough and I might need more of them there. Somewhere around here I'm regulating how much tar may go through with these overflow valves. And they basically make that if on the left side there's too much tar, then it can overflow. Basically it says in the window on the right, allows flow when input is over 80%, and that's basically what it does. And since it's now around 96-97% of the pipe, it will go through. So this allows me to not waste tar when it's below 80%. And also I have introduced this mushroom stuff here as a secondary resource whenever there's not enough tar to actually do some composting. And then it still produces this biomass, which I need in several places, like for producing carbon dioxide here. I also burn it in my steam engines, at least if I have enough. You see some of these boilers are not really well fed. But I also try to use wood directly or sometimes raw coal. But yeah, now my task is to make more of these mushroom thingies, and that way I can create some raw coal. Basically there should be a recipe making 3 raw coal out of 10 of these Favogay mushrooms. At least they look like mushrooms. There might be something else, I don't know. Is there a description somewhere? Pretty common fungus, yes, so it should be a mushroom-like thing. And this moondrop doesn't have a description like this, I guess. So who knows what it is. I'll now just go probably down. But I also thought I might try to make some kind of border on the right, because the biters are still around here and around here, so it might be safe to be this line. Also, I might want to move this forestry line a bit further down to include this iron ore patch at some point. But maybe if I do enough of these mushrooms, then I can just create iron ore just from these mushrooms. So I can make them out of blood, which is a bit weird. But I also can just make them out of these mushrooms in an atomizer, which I still need to craft probably. It's this thing. For which I need nickel, so nickel would be something of a prerequisite for that. Don't think I'm producing washers yet. Or am I? No, that's a high pressure furnace. Can take some more of them with me, since I had some anyway. So doing something with nickel will also be important. But I guess it would be better to first have more of these mushroom thingies. I guess this quartz mine doesn't produce a lot of pollution just because it is not active at the moment. But if it were active, then it might someday reach the biters, so it would be good to build those plantations in the east right now. And I might even build a full ring around the factory at some point. So now I will fetch some more belts and inserters probably. Might also allow for more splitters. Now I'm full. Guess I don't need as many botanical nurseries right now. So I might just store them here for now. So I also need to find out whether I need water for these mushrooms. I have a plantation somewhat in the south there. Yes, I need water. And these spores, which I can just create out of nothing. And I will probably need some of them as a starter kit. So I hope I can find some on the way to wherever I need to produce them. Oops. There's a dead mining thing on the ground. Guess I'll just let the bots carry those away. Still need one inventory slot for those mushroom thingies to take them away somewhere. And I also need to find where the belt is where I'm carrying them around. I guess I will just go to that location where I compost them for biomass. Which should be here. So now I will just place one of these storage chests. And I guess I don't really need much of these lamps. I will place those chests on my hotbar so I can use them whenever I need to. I still don't have logistic bots. I guess they need lubricant and some other things that I don't yet produce. But if I have those, then I can just use all the stuff that I have put in storage chests somewhere. And I don't need belts everywhere for everything. I think I want to find out if it is actually wise to just compost the wood and use it in a boiler, if I don't have to do that. So a piece of wood is ingredient for composting. So 5 wood makes 30 biomass. Can I please see? I would like to see the fuel value, but I guess I might have to find that out somewhere else. So 5 wood makes 30 biomass. I should try to remember this when I now look at where I can find this. So this is just wood. It has a fuel value of 2 megajoules. And biomass. It's none of these. Isn't it here anywhere? I guess I might have to pick it up and look at it, or just use this. Okay, it has a fuel value of 1 megajoule. So it should be better than just burning wood directly in a boiler. I might even try to see how long different things burn. So they each have very different times where this bar gets down. I guess the very quick thing is biomass. Might look at it if I put more in boiler. So these logs have 4 megajoules, which is quite a lot. And these biomass things get wasted really fast, so it also means that I need more inserters to actually put the things inside here. I don't know if I can increase the inserter stack size. I can make stack inserters, or I can research them, I mean. But I still have some other things on my list. And I need to do 2 more researches to actually get to that. Guess it would be nice to have lubricant at some point, or can I make it already? Sometimes there are alternative recipes that already allow me to do things. So if I have the ability to make a desulfurizator, then I can just make lubricant and sulfur out of aromatics. Can I make this desulfurizator? Is it this? Probably. Can even make the Mark II. And I guess I should have all the resources for that. So if I wanted to have lubricant, I can just make it. Basically also it would be nice to not waste the logs on burning it directly in the steam engines or in the boilers. So I might have to install more of these wood processing units somewhere else, because this area seems to be full of them. I might just go on here. And I might just try to have bots build those. There should be 12 of those machines. And I hope it fits there. Just about. That would fit, but I would have to remove these tree seeds. And just put them there. Can the bots actually reach it? I think they can. Can even remove some stuff there. And now I just need to move the excess logs there. And I think all the resources should be available, since there is no warning sign which would appear around there. But I could just manually build some of those to get them out of my inventory. And then I just need to connect the wood output to somewhere. At some point I want to have a really nice setup for all these things, creating the wood saplings or tree seedlings making the logs to wood, creating moss to feed these botanical nurseries that create the tree saplings, and then the tree seedlings can go in these forest trees and make actual logs. And all of this is around the factory to get pollution out of the air. Otherwise, I guess this steam engine complex that I have there would basically lure very many biters to me. Okay, I still have to connect the wood somewhere. Guess I can try to go up there with it. And it's already producing some stuff. That's good. Don't really know if I want to go up there right now, or just connect directly to here. Sound is quite annoying. Guess I wouldn't want to live near a sawmill. At least not by judging these sounds. So I hope this feeds well into that. There are some mushrooms coming around. And there's no water going in here. That's not good. The water directly comes from near the forest trees. It's not like these are connected, which might be an issue at some point, but right now I still think that's okay. So maybe now the logs are actually completely getting used up by this process, making more wood, which is good because it has a fuel value of 2, while the logs have a fuel value of 4, and out of this 4 megajoule thing, I make 5 times 2 megajoules, which is quite a good increase, I think. And I guess if I make biomass out of it, I will create even more fuel value. One problem might just be that the inserters then can't keep up with the output. Okay, now I will have to think about where exactly I want to build the plantation thing. Maybe on this line, just close to where it would hit this lake. And I might just start on the top. But it doesn't really matter where I start. I just have to bring electricity over. since it's not there yet. And I don't have any other means of electric transportation yet. At least that's what I think. And later I might even power those plantations just with solar panels. Guess that should be far enough. Those are zinc reserves. Okay. Now I will just try to figure out directly how far I can go there. I'll also build a radar, or maybe more of them. Then I can see how many biters there might be next to this area. And it's great that the radar directly overlaps with the previous area, so I don't, or I mean it doesn't overlap in a way. I can be very efficient with the radars. Directly connects to the previous areas that I have uncovered. So now just for now go up with the power, or I might even not do this right now and just go up without power. And then I can try to figure out there what I actually need. I might even destroy some of those mini ponds by using landfill if I have it already. Make 6 at the moment. So I guess that's not enough. At least I can get this line, so to speak. And I might even just not build any things there, but just around this little part of the lake. I will have to build spore collectors and then these mushroom plantations. Also, I want to figure out what the output is of this craft. Also, can I see the chunk borders? I will now press a debugging thing. Okay, there's a thing called active chunks. That's not what I want to see. Okay, there I can see the chunk borders, I think, these black lines. Hopefully. I want to also check whether that's true for these pollution cleaning operations. So yeah, the chunk border goes directly between those machines. So on every edge of the chunk, or on every corner of the chunk, there is a machine that cleans pollution. Same here. I guess this is the black line, and there should be a black line somewhere around there. Don't really see it right now. I think it's this right left of the, or just left of the belt. I want a similar thing around here, but I just need to make sure that those spiders are not close to my factories, because they might get aggro. So maybe I can just use one belt for the whole operation. That would be quite nice. Okay, so a chunk is, I think, is it 16 by 16? Or is it even bigger? I'm sorry if that's visually unpleasing, but I will remove it now. Yep, so each of these belts is 4 apart. And there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You could say 8 of these belts. I'll now add the chunk thing again. So I think you could say 8 times 4, which is 32. And this is directly on the edge of another thing, so there would be another border. And same around here, also chunk border. So I can remove as much pollution as I want. I guess just by building them along this line, probably that would be more healthy than going all the way here. I don't know if that might be too close to the biters already. I might just save the game and take a look. Also, I might, if I were to do this, at least build the belt on this side, and then I would have the spore collector there and the plantation on this side. Let's see. Okay, so I can use it without water, it just would produce less. I guess I don't really want to get rid of manure at the moment, since I'm not producing it in masses. Would be nice to automatically change the recipes of these machines. I know that there is a mod for that, but yeah, would probably be also quite complicated to get into this mod and program all these things. So I will save the game now, just to make sure. And then I will see whether these biters might be too close for comfort. They might actually be too close. And there are quite a lot of them. I think I don't want to get too close to them now. What happens if I place something there? That's not aggroing them. I guess if I would place a radar, they would be not very happy. Because that is a military building. I would also not be happy if you would place military buildings next to my home. Okay, this belt is actually the wrong location. Since I have to do less interactions with underground belts, I have to just replace them with underground belts. So there's less to do for me. I guess now I will just build the belt about here. I wonder if this can do anything else than creating these spores. Maybe there are different kinds of spores, and definitely there are different tiers of these spores. It's getting quite close to the water here, but I think I can sort of get around that. I might definitely use these chunk borders, or these chunk corners at the moment. So I can have pollution cleaning in all 4 chunks. Well, I will choose the second tier with the water. Then I just have to get some water. I can get over there, that's nice. So I don't have to build something around that. Obviously that wouldn't work in this area since there is water in the way of the buildings. I have some offshore pumps on me. That's nice, and also now my inventory is clean again. I just need to put some of these mushrooms in here. And I also then need to activate these spore collectors. How about I put the power poles directly where the underground pipes are. Now I don't know anymore where exactly the chunk border was. I think it was left of this belt. Yes. So I guess this is something I will now continue. And also to the top. Except that I need to somehow get around this lake. I might even build some more landfill. And maybe later, if I dare to do this, I can just try to build a second column of these machines, one chunk to the right. I will now try to replicate this exactly one chunk further down. For that I will have to activate the chunk view again. Probably right there. And I might even do one of them exactly in the middle, so I can have as many as possible. And maybe right now I will move that a bit to save a few pipes. I guess there wouldn't be space for another set of these machines there. Maybe I could stack them a bit closer together. I will have to see how good the production is. So they need 3 spores every 60 seconds. And these produce 60 divided by 8 is around 7.5. So 7.5 times 0.4. Is that 3? Guess I will get my Python console out and calculate that shortly. I think I have to calculate 7.5 times 0.4, but I might be wrong. That would be exactly 3, I think. I might just try it out and see where I go from that. I wonder if it's some kind of randomness, or if it really just creates 0.4 items, and when it's a full item, then it will just release this item. I guess it's nice to have some space in between those, then I might funnel some belts or pipes through there. Okay, now the power poles are overlapping. Which means that I'm there. Is this the right place now? I hope so. Oops. Might even use some underground belts in between these longer parts. And I guess I can't automatically replace those with underground pipes, which is sad. And this is the first machine that actually does something. Okay, now I just have to put in inserters. And also, I didn't realize that I don't have any power there. So I guess I will add another power pole on these locations. Don't really want to use underground belts there. Okay, how many do they produce? Guess that's definitely enough for just one inserter per machine. I wonder if that's the best positioning, but I'll just go with it. So just over these power poles. And then like this. And I guess every chunk or every other chunk I will have to use a splitter to get the mushrooms away. And of course I need pipes there. And inserters in more places. And at some point I will loop the whole thing around so that all the spores that are created below can also go to the plantations above. And I will probably need more plantations and spore collectors soon. But that's okay for now. So where's one of these chunk borders? Oh, this looks a bit annoying. I guess the green stuff is the pipe fill. So there would be a chunk border. I might just mark it by doing this. Okay, and then I could just do this after each chunk border. Wait, this can stay, of course. Or I might just loop it the other way around. That would be a bit wiser, I think. Okay, let's do that. And then I might use the fact that there is more space on this side between these plantations. And I guess every 6 plantations there can be one of these splitters, but I might even move these splitters a bit further down. And then I can also somehow recombine them. Maybe like this. So then the spores from down here get recycled. But I might have some kind of priority there. Guess this looks rather nice when it's complete. And if I keep the same pattern everywhere, especially up there, I might need more spores. Okay, since this is at the moment not going anywhere, I might just recombine this as well and not have a thing in the way. I guess I hope to remember now that in between these there's a chunk border. So I'm removing the marker. Now I will just copy this. Oops, that was too close, I guess. Has to go there. Because the chunk border should be around here. This black line. Yeah, it's also marked by these belts, of course, that I have left. And for now I might just let this loop around manually. And now I will probably try to filter these mushrooms away. So I will put the spores on the left. Okay, there are also other spores later in the game. And basically, I'll try to capture all of these mushrooms, and they can then go on their separate way. They will not be freed, but they will be made to be coal and iron ore probably. Maybe even copper ore, I don't know if that's possible. But I will have to continue this line. And I will have to make sure that the right side is always active and destroying the pollution that's coming out of the left side. So these machines produce 1 pollution per minute, and these should reduce by 5 per minute. So basically I might have multiples of these machines on this side, theoretically, to provide these with spores. I guess what I will do now is create a bridge between this area and some other areas with robopods. I wonder how far this goes. I guess I could just see. Supply area 90. I guess that's about 3 chunks almost, but not exactly 3. So I can't really connect them too far. And also, if I tell the robots to build this stackable system, then they won't do it because the next robopod they would have to build is out of reach. So I might have to invent something that works better. And I guess I should balance this belt so that both sides are actually used. And I can just get rid of these mushrooms for now. And later I shall, or maybe now I shall, install something like a collection chest so that I have at least 1 stack of them saved for other purposes. like putting them in these machines. Maybe in a storage chest. Maybe even 2 stacks. And while I'm here, I can also clean this up a bit more and prepare some things even though I don't have the machines yet. Okay. Now I should be able to go back and fetch some more of these machines, or just let the robots do the stuff. If the robopods are connected to the basic system. And then I might try to make some atomizers, but first I will have to build some nickel processing. I guess soon they will be connected. Great. Now the robots might think that they can do something. Is that true? I think they have now realized that they can just go there and build some things. Still need to put radars there. I might just do that from here. And I guess I can still make it a bit better later. I hope the robots don't come from very obscure angles and then don't reach this area. But if they fly roughly above this area, they can just charge themselves somewhere along the line. Okay, now where do I do the nickel processing? I might just do that on the right here somewhere, because soon there will be pollution protection all the way down, hopefully. I wonder if any of these biters are new. I don't know if I've seen them before. Think Most of the other ones I remembered. Can be quite annoying to work around these biters and try not to aggro them, because my weaponry is not very good at the moment. So I will have to check what I have to do for nickel. Basically want to smelt nickel from nickel grade 1, and I can just do that with a jaw crusher from nickel ore. Maybe I could also do that within the factory. Then I don't have to go all out of this place. But I might need to build a jaw crusher. And I might get rid of some of these things. And I've accidentally taken a spore with me, which I will probably throw in one of the plantages to the left. Plantages, is it called? No, what's it? Plantation. I guess plantage is a different word, or from a different language. So there's that. I still have some biosamples on me for some reason. I guess since I don't have to mine coal here, I might just build some jaw crushers here. Maybe 2 should be enough. At least if there are no pipes in the way. Can just move this belt. So they will now just crush nickel. Oh, I need to somehow get the nickel over here. I could have just used that belt, but well. So nickel should be somewhere around the start of the belt, but of course not directly the start, because in the end there will be no start of the belt or the bus. I guess that's nickel. This small patch still has 41k and 7.5k. It's nice to mine away these things in the middle of the factory. Not even that easily visible from the map. I wonder whether there are any other nickel patches. I guess this is nickel, but I need different machines for that. And this is nickel as well. but quite close to biters. And I still need some inserters there. And I might have to change where these power poles go. Might just have some rearrangements to do. This belt is not even completely full, but I guess processing the nickel will take some time. Now I have to find a way through this bus. I don't know if these inserters are quick enough. I might also manually transport some nickel to the actual factory. And I will move this roboport now. Hope there's no lack of support anywhere. So where is this nickel processing? Back there. I have to get through somehow. Okay, how long does this take? 3 seconds. I wonder if I can get 10 nickel every 3 seconds to this place. So then I also need to filter out the stone. Probably to the right for now. And then I wonder where I will put the stone. So stone is coming from there, for example. And I just have to get it there now. I will balance it, of course. And then it should be arriving there. once I add inserters, of course. Now I just need to think about what to do with the nickel grade 1. I wonder how many of them are actually needed in one nickel plate. Okay, one nickel plate is one nickel grade 1. So normally the ratio is 10 to 1. But right here I'm making 5 to 1 with 1 stone or half a stone as a maybe output. I guess that will be fine. I just need to think about where to place this exactly. Maybe down there. And then I just need to get this there. And I guess the robots will hopefully place these advanced foundries. Oops, this is in the way. But I guess I don't need these aluminum things here. So I'll just move this. There were many different factories here before. One that produced this duralumin, what's it called? Duralumin. Maybe durable aluminum. I don't know why it's called like that. Oh, now I have one of these machines on me. And now one of them is built. And now another one is built. That's good. And I don't have to do it myself. Then I might just place a third one there. Don't know if I really can use that many. But it's nice to have them anyway. Just in case I ever have too much ore. Okay, 10-second crafting time for one nickel plate. It's quite a lot, so basically I only need one inserter, of course. It's quite loud around here. At least for me. I might have turned the game volume down in the recording. So it's not yet on the bus, but I will just throw it in a storage chest for now. And then I will think about what else I can improve there. Maybe there's really not enough nickel arriving there, but there should be enough in the chests. I hope I can insert more inserters into these places. Let's just do this maybe. And I want to move this coal gas. Okay, I will have to do some changes around here. And I will have to do some other changes like this, and then I can insert another inserter there. Then there's 2 inserters working on this chest. I don't know if it will be enough to lower this number. I think it might be. Even though there's a fish in there. So can I somehow... I guess I can do something about that. like this. Another underground belt. And then this. So there's also now 2 inserters working on this. And I might carry some nickel ore there myself, just as a backup. Okay. Just like this. Some nickel ore. Just in case there is not enough already coming in. And I still have some nickel grade 1, which should be put into the foundry. So with that nickel plate, I can hopefully, if I get some glass, I can build these atomizers, which allow me to get coal or raw coal and iron ore from these Favogay mushrooms. So where's this glass? I will also try to see whether... Yeah, there's the atomizer. Don't really know what the washer needs and where I find it. Back there. I will need more pipes, definitely. Don't know how many atomizers I will need in the end. But I might plan for more, just in case. I still don't have any logistic bots, so this will never be carried away. But it's good that I can just store stuff there, if I want to. Like I could store the aluminum ore there. Aluminium ore, is it called here? Okay. Whatever. Yes, I wanted to get glass. And I guess I at some point also wanted to get rid of this biosample. I think I should have some more glass factories somewhere. I don't really know where all of them are. Didn't I have built some of them? Okay, this is a glass factory, definitely. And I guess it might be the only one that I have so far. At least there's some glass arriving at the lights. How many atomizers can I build now? 2. And then I'm running out of nickel and glass. I guess I will go to the glass factory and get myself enough. Maybe I will even have to just build a splitter there, and then I can put some of it in a chest. At least when there's enough on the belt. I think I might also get enough steel while I'm around this area. Steel should be down there somewhere. I've stolen some steel. And now I will steal some more small parts from back there. I'm in this area somewhere. At least that's where I'm stealing stuff. And now I want to get rid of the biosample. I think it's the stuff that's already coming out of the biosample ore, so to speak. So out of this place. So we'll have to go there somehow and deliver whatever I have in my inventory. I mean, I will be very happy if I ever get logistic bots in this mod. And I don't have to carry everything around. So I guess it's here. I guess there's a chest already feeding into this bus, or no, into this belt. Is this the correct thing? I think it's the same. I wish I could just point at the belt and get shown what's on there. Like the complete info, what it actually is. Otherwise I would have to look at it in a chest or pick it up and look in my inventory. Because many of these things are quite obscure, and if you look at the bus, I don't even know about all of the things, what they are. I guess this is lead and titanium. This is this duralumin, solder, some carbon stuff. I'm not sure anymore what it is. It's rubber. Okay, it's rubber. But there was also this carbon black, which is also quite confusing because it's that black, and but I still have it on my bus. I'm not sure on how many products it's actually used. Okay, what now? More atomizers, please. I need more nickel for that, and on the way there I can also collect some more glass. I still have 100 glass, that's quite okay. So where do I get bricks? Right here. Might not need that many, but maybe for some products I will need them. Okay, there's the glass chest. Not a chest made of glass, but it's a chest made for glass. So I guess at some point I might be able to deconstruct this machine. Because it is replicated in the east to a greater effect. So there's my nickel crushing. I might even remove some of these belts. And I will limit this chest to 5 slots, maybe. So more atomizers. Maybe just 6 at the moment. We'll have to see how they work. And maybe I will do that in the east. Where these mushrooms arrive. I will definitely want to produce some raw coal and some iron ore. And I might then feed the iron ore directly into the place where I produce iron ore from a mine. And I know these forestries are quite loud and annoying. That's why I will run away. So where is this? There's the line of power poles. I guess this belt is full, that's why they are not working. Okay, and I guess I should place an underground belt there and there, so that actually something happens in this moss farm. Moss factory, yes, moss farm it's called, I think. And I need to get some water over there. And I put some of these sawmills in a chest there. And there is no water coming there. I hope there's enough Robopod connection, not enough to build this at least. I guess at some point I will have enough. Okay, now I wanted to do some stuff with atomizers. At least I have a low pollution, even if the consumption might be quite high. The energy consumption, that is. Good. Now I will bring that up to these power poles and try those things out. They look quite fancy. And they need some kind of fuel. Okay, I can make urea out of blood, I think. Did I do that already? Phosphate rock. I can make phosphate rock out of tree seeds. That's weird, but okay. I wonder if that would be an efficient process. And I might even make maybe rocks or stones out of phosphate rock. But first I will just choose to make iron ore or maybe coal. I'm not sure. I have to see what's in demand right now. And I want to see what to do with phosphate rock. So I can do powdered phosphate rock and that gives me stone. But what can I do with that stuff? Phosphorus acid and myoglobin. Don't really know what to do with that yet. very many complicated recipes, it seems. This has... Wait, 12 different ingredients? Am I counting correct? Yeah, 12 different ingredients. That's quite something in a gene lab. I hope it has enough size to allow for this to be produced easily. Okay. But phosphorus acid, where is this actually used? Phosphine gas. Phosphine, is it phosphine or phosphine? It might be different things. I think phosphine is the stuff that apparently or allegedly was found on Venus in a high quantity. Okay, this is also quite complicated. But let's now just produce coal. Wait, I can't do coal, at least not here. So then I will just do iron ore. And there seems to be a tree in the way. Hope that's the only tree that was in the way. And this needs some kind of solid fuel. Maybe I should send a biomass over here. Don't know if this needs electricity or if there's an atomizer Mark II that doesn't need solid fuel. Okay, there's the consumes burnable fuel notice down there. I guess this molecular decohesion research is the correct one. I can make tin ore out of fish, obviously. I wonder if I can raise fish at the moment. Apparently not. That's weird. Am I not seeing something? Maybe that has to be a different fish. I can make a fish farm. And fish eggs. Is it just fish MK1? Is this just found in the lake? Maybe I need to research this fish farming. Maybe it's in water animals, stage 1. Okay. A fish needs a lamp, obviously. Can I clone the fish with this recipe? Or do I always have to do this process to produce more fish? At least now I have recipes to get rid of wastewater. I can grow trees with wastewater, I think. But yeah, now I first need to get biomass over here. I think these mushrooms do not count as fuel. So raw coal has 3 megajoules of power. I think biomass had 1 megajoule. I hope I can find biomass up there. Or can I just use tree seeds? Composting 4 tree seeds gives me 30 biomass. I guess I will have to calculate that later. How much would I need to make tree seeds if that's actually economically feasible? For now I would just use biomass from up there. No, where is it? Definitely use it somewhere up there as well. But it's not that much yet. Might have to build more composters to compost wood. I have 1 composter left in my inventory. Guess I might just use it. Just in the middle of this free space. But I still want to get some biomass up to where I am. If the wood doesn't produce enough biomass by itself. Okay. I wonder how much that is. or whether I should just install a few more inserters on the other side as well. And then I might just do that. And say input priority left. And now I can use this biomass to power the creation of iron ore. Don't think it's very much iron ore that will come out of there, but at least it's a starter, because at some point I might run off iron ore that's within my area that I control. And if the biters control too much area, that's not helpful. I'm now out of belts. That's why I will use tunnels. Okay, and now I want to find out how to make raw coal. Okay, it's raw coal. Even if the recipe there is not raw coal, but coal. Yeah, that's quite confusing. Is that a wall, or is that designed to keep animals in check? So for raw coal, that would mean 12 megajoules, and that becomes... Ah no, that's to make raw coal. I think this recipe is only useful if you actually need coal and its sub-products. So I hope this machine now will start producing things. Takes 10 seconds for each craft, so I guess a normal inserter should be enough. But since I do not have enough belts, I will just use a chest now. I wonder if one inserter would be enough there. It might not be enough. This number is constantly going down rather than up. So I will have to add 2 inserters. And then I get some iron ore without having to spend anything other than water and electricity and biomass. Well, I will have to see how to get biomass without any input. I guess I could use sap theoretically. I mean, I'm probably composting some sap here, for instance. So it's generally possible. But I still have to do some other things to keep this going. Also, I need lots more stuff over here. Maybe I actually need to compost all the wood that's coming here to get more energy out of each yeah, stuff that I sent there. Might be quite inefficient to just burn the wood without converting it to biomass first. But also I would need to see how much energy each craft or each composting step needs. So it's like 413 kilowatts. I don't know how long one craft takes. But I guess it should not be too much for each craft. So maybe if I make more composters and somewhere or somehow include these composters along the way of the wood to the boilers, then I should save on some energy. Obviously then the steam engines would power the process that powers them, which is sort of a feedback loop, and if the power goes down, then processing the stuff will not happen. But of course, in the end, I might also just compost these mushrooms. Maybe that's a good starting thing. So this chest is now full. So I guess I might also just try to build a composter here instead of having biomass delivered here. But I forgot sort of what I needed to get the coal from these mushrooms. I need a high pressure furnace. Okay. Do I need other fuel there? I think I'll just do that for now. I wonder if this recipe of making coal out of wood is efficient enough. Since I have researched some of the green sciences, my recipe choices have greatly increased, and I don't really have any overview anymore. Don't really know what's going on, what all of these things are for. Okay, but now I will just choose this, and this needs electricity. And nothing else. Okay. Let's just use inserters then. 2 seconds, so it might be too slow. Might need more inserters there. Maybe 3 inserters are enough. And at the moment I will also just use chests at the output. And I will see whether this will stall at any point because of input or output. So I guess the outputs get carried away quick enough. And I hope the inputs are also arriving quick enough. Hello, I'm fine. How are you? Quite happy that I can now craft stuff without actually using up resources. Thank you for following. I also playing Factorio sometimes. I'll now transport this iron ore away and this raw coal. And I will try to build a few more composters if I can. There they are. They need quite high resources or complicated resources. Do you also play the game with such complicated mods or just vanilla? Factorio is basically also my go-to game whenever I have nothing else to do. Or when I watch some streams or YouTube, then I just try to play some Factorio next to that. So, got rid of some raw coal. And I need to get some belts, which I have used up. Slightly overwhelmed by everything now. But I still think I can get the iron ore to the place where iron is mined as a backup, and I don't know, the raw coal. I definitely need to build more of those mushroom machines all over the place, and then I can hopefully... I have Discord. I think it's linked in my channel somewhere down there. But I would not enter it right now, since I'm playing the game. But we can chat later, of course, there. I guess I don't have this command implemented, but that's a good idea to do later. I'm just checking whether the channel works or whether the Discord invite works. Okay, still need to consider what I need to find here. I guess I wanted some composters made. I need more of those electronic circuits. And titanium. I wonder whether I could build those composters automatically. I think I definitely should be able to, but there might be some resources that are not good enough or not great enough produced. Okay, how's the electricity? I can just check that. Okay, very much of the electricity is going into forestries. So to speak, my ecological backbone, producing all the wood and trying to reduce some pollution. So all these forestries around the factory take quite a lot of energy. If I could produce solar panels, which I should be able to do now, then I could reduce the impact of my power consumption. Yeah, the game is quite easy to learn, that's true. I mean, you can make basic machines quite easily, but I guess you could always make things a bit more efficient. I don't know if there's a best way to play it, so there's always space for development or trying things out. I'll try to make a composter factory. I think I can just use this. So, but getting the stuff there will be quite complicated. I guess there's titanium. I should make it somewhat around this place. Then I have titanium already. What else? I think I could try to use these ores and throw them in there. Then I can empty these chests finally that I just have made as a backup, since I currently do not have much iron ore. Yeah, well, I'm for green energy because I don't have to constantly invest resources then. As you can see, my steam engine stuff is currently not running very well because the biomass is not enough, or the coal or the wood. But I'm trying to work on that, and later, if I have sort of fixed that problem, I might add some more solar panels. Or if I have found out how to make pyrite, which I need for that. I don't know, maybe I could also compost soil, which is quite easy to produce. And it's also used in quite a lot of recipes. I can't compost soil, that's sad. But I can use soil in quite a lot of things that need or that produce compostable things. Also, I could use this solid separator thing to make some biomass out of soil and also other things. Coarse fraction can be used in gravel, for instance, to make iron oxide and stone. So I might make a lot of things from soil but it's still not very easy to get the whole chain of recipes going. Okay, I was quite distracted now. Now I should just get some of those electric circuits over there. What else could I put there? Maybe some of these machine parts. I might have to do it differently, maybe. This is already quite complicated. Okay, maybe like this. Yeah, I guess you can use some kind of calculator. For Factorio, I have this thing, Helmod. I don't often use this, just to visualize which recipes I need for certain things. I don't know if this is everything that I need for green science. Probably not, because you need certain animals to get bones, for instance. There's also this red science chain, which I did. I guess I had to click on certain ingredients manually to add the recipe, and then you get this big chain of things. But then there's also, which I don't yet have, is it chemical science? Maybe not. I have to see what it's called. So there's these normal things that you would have in the game, utility and production science packs. It's called chemical science pack. Why don't I have it yet? I have to research it, and it is hidden behind sulfur processing, which I will then add to my chain. No, it's quite not there. I mean, there's nothing it unlocks, it's just a few things behind there, but okay, I might need it if I want laser turrets. That might be a good thing then. Ah yes, it's a good decision to have bought the game. Did you play the demo before that? The demo is also quite good. At least to get started and learn some things. So I wonder now where I can actually research the blue science, or if I have it already. Too many things to research, actually. I'll just look whether I can craft it somehow. I could. Chemical science pack. It just has 7 different ingredients, of which I currently can produce 3, maybe? Nexalid plate, rubber, and tint cable. I guess this will be the next very difficult recipe. I might just try if I can do optical fiber. If I had iron niobium coating. Don't really know how to do that. I guess I will stop researching that now. Yes, pirates are always nice. Sort of. Guess I don't need wood for that machine. So now I will just get this over, maybe without the tunnel there. Maybe I will use the tunnel here. So then I have 3 inputs for these ingredients, which are needed quite a lot of. I might just do that as well. And I still need engine, steel, and duralumin, whatever that is. Have to research whether that exists in reality. There are the engines. I might get the engines from here and put something else on there. For instance, steel. If I find steel, it's here for instance. Let's just filter steel to the left here. Okay. Then I have steel and engines combined on one belt. I have many simple circuit boards in my inventory, which I might get rid of. I've thought about putting some music behind my stream sometimes. Maybe another time, because that takes some organizing and I will have to adjust the volumes a bit, but if you want to suggest something, I might listen to it and put it in. If it's free music that doesn't get me banned or something, you know, because we still live in a very copyright world. I don't really like it. So now I just need 1 resource and then I can hopefully build some composters. I think it's this, and it's going up this belt theoretically, if it would exist. Yeah, I guess the VODs, so the videos that you would watch after someone has streamed, they would get muted at the positions where copyrighted music appears. That's quite annoying. And if you upload it to YouTube afterwards, then the positions in the video would also get marked as copyrighted and you can't really use them. Quite annoying. Ah, yeah, that's quite annoying to have those. I guess I mean, I have played Life is Strange, for instance, once and recorded it, and one of the in-game music things is copyrighted, so I couldn't even play the regular game with just the basic music inside. That was quite... yeah. I don't know why this is the case, and I hope the world changes so that we can all just share culture, and I guess the state could pay for it, which is we all. So now I need to find where the aluminum is produced or why this stuff isn't being produced. I guess it might be the stuff coming from there, up there, up there. I guess the mines might be empty. Yes, all of the mines are empty. So I have to go there and move that a bit. I think it wouldn't even hurt the profits of companies if music was free and if they just allowed for donations and something like a Patreon thing where artists could then get compensation. And of course all the middlemen that are now paid, all these rights holders, they don't really need to exist. They're just there to cash in. Guess the internet has allowed for better distribution methods, but the regulation hasn't really caught up yet and still a mess. Oh, now I can throw my aluminum ore in there. It's nice that this uses up some coal gas. But I hope the coal gas is enough. And why is there still some aluminum ore left? I guess I should put some of these mines there. Guess this will not be available for long. And I need a pipe there. Was that the copyrighted music? Or a game in which copyrighted music is played? So if I place these things there, then I hope that for some hours or days I will not have to come back here again. I might not even use too much seaweed in there. Or I will just put a fish in every miner. $99 fishies. I guess 1 fish per miner is enough. Don't do that in vanilla, you can't do it in vanilla. Oh, I hope I didn't put a fish on the belt, that would be annoying. So now the belt is full, so these miners don't do anything anymore. I guess at the moment that should be good. Now there should be 2 more rows that will be mined away, and then later I can move this further. And I hope that this doesn't produce too much pollution, actually. Otherwise I will have to do some stuff to cancel out the pollution. I mean, I will definitely move this further up, and then I will have a big border of mushrooms or mushroom factories that will collect all the pollution. So, guess I still have enough belts to actually get some of the coal ore or raw coal, is it called, and iron ore to the left. Sadly, I can't move while I'm mining, even if I'm a few meters away and mining, which is also quite unrealistic, but good. I have the far reach mod on, so that's why I'm able to mine far away things. So I will now have coal and iron ore combined. I wonder if the same thing could happen to my phone. It is said to be water resistant, but who knows if that's for everything. Because I guess the speaker stuff comes out of a hole. I don't know if that hole is secured against water as well. I guess now I have to split. Wait, there's raw coal. No, is that? Yes. Should be raw coal. No, it's lead ore. It's also black. That's raw coal. Who would have thought that those are different things? I guess I will have to move the raw coal here. So I guess I have to split it somewhere. Maybe just here. To the left, raw coal. Okay, uranium powder is also a thing. With different splits. I still wait for a full-blown chemistry game. Just like Factorio, but still even more realistic. Hope you can hear me alright with those broken speakers, or are you not on a phone? But I think I will end this stream by about 3 p.m. for me. I don't know how it's for you, so the full hour will be the end of the stream. Okay, I guess that's the amount of coal that I currently produce. It's maybe just 1/10 of a yellow belt. Still have to do a lot, but I think my goal to make basic resources out of nothing has sort of been completed. I could even build a composter close to the factory back there, to the iron ore out of mushroom factory. So the composter, there it is. Okay, this is not powered. Now I can just replace that with a belt again. How many do I need? Is it 15? It's also an ingredient in quite a lot of recipes. 20. I need 20 for 60 biomass. Don't know how quick the recipe actually happens. Okay, and now I will balance these just in case. and then input priority right, and then I should only use the biomass from here, theoretically. At least if there are enough of these mushrooms coming through. Can throw some things away. I guess now I have thrown everything away that I can. I would still have to connect the iron ore to where it's mined. I think I was distracted when I wanted to do this, but okay. I need to go up there. I guess I don't have enough belts, so maybe I will have to just do a bit and come back later. Maybe after this stream. I guess there are a few good 3D games, but some... I mean, I don't really like that there are so many different survival 3D games which basically all do the same, just a bit differently, and then you play one of them and you play a second one and third one and it all is the same and there's not much variety. And some of these games are even very annoying crafting processes, where you have to collect several hundreds resources to build something. And I like automation like it is in here. I also played Starbound, which was quite nice. And a bit of Terraria. But also Starbound has not evolved well from the beta. I like the beta version better. I will now see whether aluminum is arriving there. I guess it is. This white stuff. But I think there could still be more. And I might be able to crush the aluminum now and make the process a bit more efficient. So I just need to go up now. Hope I find the belt again. Ah, it's there. I hope I don't get in the way of this, but I think this can go away anyway at some point. Not really used anymore. Can just remove these things. Yeah, I guess 3D is a bit more intense than 2D. But also sometimes I like to be involved in a bigger world, and it would be nice if better computers were available to everyone. But of course, with the graphics card crash or the increase in prices, that was continually becoming difficult. All of these miners are now empty. Guess I can get a few more miners back. But there's some stuff left. Let's just do a fish. All of that is also empty now. Guess the rest will be transported away by bots. So I guess this is it for now. Thank you for watching, and I will see you another time, maybe. Goodbye.